Under the scorching African sun, survival often dictates finding a momentary escape. For this massive herd of Cape buffalo, a sprawling mud bath offers the perfect sanctuary. They wallow together, coating their thick hides in cooling clay to fend off parasites and the relentless heat. It is a moment of pure tranquility in a harsh environment, a communal ritual where these heavyweights find comfort, safety, and a brief respite from danger. But the African savanna is never truly still. Enter the honey badger, a creature renowned for its unmatched ferocity and solitary defiance. Wandering across the arid plains, the relentless heat has taken its toll. He is desperately thirsty, driven by a primal need for water. His keen senses lock onto the distant moisture of the buffalo's watering hole. Undeterred by the sheer size of the beasts currently occupying the muddy basin, the badger strides forward with absolute confidence. He does not ask for permission. He simply takes what he needs, stepping directly into the territory of giants to quench his burning thirst. As the badger drinks, the atmosphere shifts. A massive male buffalo takes offense at this brazen intrusion. To the buffalo, this tiny predator is violating their peaceful sanctuary. Agitated and protective of his territory, the 2,000-pound giant decides to assert his dominance. He lowers his formidable horns and charges directly at the much smaller intruder, expecting a quick retreat. But he has severely underestimated his opponent, stepping into a completely unexpected war. The honey badger simply refuses to back down. Instead of fleeing, he launches a vicious counterattack, unleashing a fury that defies his size. With lightning speed and razor-sharp teeth, the badger lunges and clamps his jaws directly onto the buffalo's sensitive face. It is an astonishing display of pure aggression. The buffalo is completely caught off guard by this relentless assault. Desperate and in agony, the colossal bovine thrashes his head wildly, violently swinging his horns in a frantic attempt to dislodge the tenacious attacker. Dust billows into the air as the badger is whipped around, yet he holds on with a death grip. Every time the buffalo manages to shake him off, the badger immediately scrambles back to his feet, charging forward to strike again and again, turning the hunter into the hunted in this brutal showdown. The pain is excruciating. The buffalo bellows out, a distress call that echoes across the plains. This is no longer a simple territorial dispute. It is a humiliating and exhausting battle for the giant. The badger's unyielding spirit and terrifying ferocity are simply too much for a single buffalo to handle. Seeing their herd mate in serious trouble, the surrounding buffaloes realize they must intervene. The dynamics of the battlefield are about to shift dramatically as the rest of the colossal herd finally decides they have seen enough of this chaos and step in to end the fight. A wave of black muscle rushes forward. The herd rallies, uniting their immense strength to crush the tiny menace. They charge the badger, unleashing a barrage of devastating headbutts. The honey badger is suddenly caught in a violent storm of hooves and heavy horns. He is forcefully launched into the air, tossed around like a rag doll by the sheer, unstoppable power of the angered herd. Despite his legendary resilience, the odds are now overwhelmingly against him. The furious beasts relentlessly strike, driving their horns upward, lifting the relentless predator high above the dust, defending their territory with absolute brutality. Every massive strike delivers a bone-shattering impact, leaving the lone warrior battered, bruised, and struggling to find his footing. The relentless aerial assault continues without pause. Over and over again, the badger is flipped and battered by the furious bovines. Even the most fearless creature on the savanna has its limits. Bruised, exhausted, and vastly outnumbered, the badger finally realizes that this is a battle he simply cannot win. The sheer weight and collective fury of the herd have broken his offensive momentum. The situation has become entirely too perilous. Facing certain death if he remains, the battered warrior makes a rare tactical decision. He yields to the overwhelming force, preparing to abandon his hard-fought ground. The mighty buffaloes stand tall, their heavy breathing echoing in the dust as they effectively secure their vital water source. Admitting defeat, the honey badger scurries away from the brutal engagement. He retreats across the dry earth, leaving the victors behind. The buffalo herd, having successfully defended their ranks and their sanctuary, slowly calms down. The massive beasts turn their attention back to the cooling embrace of the mud bath. Order is temporarily restored to the watering hole as the animals settle back into their peaceful routine. A formidable pride of lions is on the prowl, their golden eyes locked on the horizon in search of their next meal. The defeated honey badger hurriedly crosses their path, casting a wary glance at the apex predators. But he is a difficult, unrewarding meal. The powerful pride completely ignores the stubborn survivor. They have their sights set on a far more substantial prize. The buffalo herd is close, and the hunt is on. The lions emerge from the dust, launching a coordinated, high-speed assault. Panic instantly ripples through the buffalo ranks. Instinct takes over, and the entire herd stampedes, a thundering mass of muscle and fear tearing across the open plains. The dust rises like thick smoke as the lions single-mindedly pursue their fleeing prey. It is a chaotic, high-stakes chase where a single misstep means certain death. The predators strategically maneuver, looking for the young, the weak, or the slow. Fear drives the buffaloes forward, scattering their defensive formation in a desperate bid to escape the deadly jaws, snapping right at their heels. The lions execute their trap flawlessly. They manage to isolate a vulnerable buffalo calf, swiftly intercepting its path. With calculated precision, the apex predators take down the young animal, but the hunt is far from over. The fleeing herd suddenly halts. Hearing the desperate cries of their young, instinct shifts from fear to absolute fury. They stop running. They turn back. The herd forms an impenetrable, solid wall of muscle and razor-sharp horns. In a breathtaking display of bravery, they charge furiously toward the feeding lions, like a runaway freight train. The predators are caught completely off guard by this massive counterattack. The enraged buffaloes violently plow into the pride, tossing the deadly cats into the air as if they weigh nothing at all. Faced with the unstoppable wrath of an entire, unified herd, the usually dominant lions are reduced to weak resistance. Their confidence shatters in seconds. Overwhelmed and battered by the charging giants, the predators abandon their prize and scatter into the dust, fleeing for their own lives. The herd's incredible courage has completely turned the tide, proving that when these giants stand together, they are an unstoppable force of nature. The rescue mission is a stunning testament to their deep familial bonds and the raw, untamed power of collective action. The herd immediately surrounds the rescued calf, offering comfort and absolute protection within their impenetrable circle. The lions watch from afar, utterly defeated. In the unforgiving African wilderness, this extraordinary moment reminds us that the unbreakable bond of unity and fearless solidarity will always create true magic in nature. Their triumph stands as a powerful symbol of remarkable ultimate survival.